Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Asura at Asura Psych, and today's episode is going to be the first for Personality Mondays. I'm starting a new upload schedule, and Monday is going to be personality videos related to psychology. And then Fridays are going to be Free Topic Friday, where I essentially upload a video pertaining to whatever I think is interesting that week. I hope you look forward to this new upload schedule, and I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already. You can also now find me at Twitter at Asura Psych. That is going to be where you can reach me if you have any video suggestions and I didn't catch it here, or you just want to reach out and have a more personal discussion. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. All right, let's get into it. All right, today's topic is quite interesting. We're going to be discussing what the MBTI Manual 3rd edition has to say about each of the personality types. You might be wondering, there's an MBTI manual, to which I'll say yes, there is. All of the published research and statistics surrounding each of the types is in the current edition of the manual, which is the 3rd edition. Today we're going to be looking at what the manual has to say about the statistics and research of each of the personality types. This isn't going to be any personal evidence or theoretical evidence. This is strictly what the research has to say. An important thing to note is that I'm not going to be listing every statistic related to each personality type. I'm just going to be picking out the ones that are most interesting to hear about and listen to. I'm sure none of you want to hear about the ones that are far less interesting or relate to things like chronic heart disease, because they have a lot of stuff in there about things like that. The first type on the list is the ISTJ. The ISTJ is in the top 4 in average college GPAs. This is due to their extroverted thinking. ISTJs are excellent at scheduling and making sure things get done on time. They are overrepresented in watching sports as a leisure time activity. They are the highest of all types in a national sample when it came to liking an environment where things are done by the book. Regulations and rules are followed. This aligns heavily with the fact that they are a dominant introverted sensing type. They rank high in placing financial security as a top priority, and they are the highest represented in MBA programs. Common career paths are management, administration, law enforcement, and accounting. Next up is the ISFJ. The ISFJ is rated the least likely to have trouble in school. They rate stable and secure future as their most important priority with work. They are overrepresented among small business owners. They ranked in the top 2 for education majors. They ranked highly in deductive reasoning. Their most common career paths are education, healthcare, and religious settings. All of this aligns fairly well with the fact that the ISFJ is a dominant introverted sensing type with secondary extroverted feeling. It would make sense that they would want to be in education fields. The ESTP is overrepresented in professional sports players. This makes sense as a dominant extroverted sensing type who lives through their senses and primarily in the moment. They also have the highest positive affectivity. This essentially means that they tend to be enthusiastic and experience the world in a positive way. They highly value variety of tasks in the workplace. They are fun-loving risk takers. They score highest in overdoing it, resulting in injury or pain. Again, another feature related to extroverted sensing. Their most common career choices are marketing, skilled trade, business, and law enforcement. The ESFP, while not ranked very highly in average college GPA, they are ranked very highly in college persistence. What this essentially means is while their average grades may not be the best, they are very likely to stick through college and get that degree, even if they aren't doing the best. They are ranked highest in expecting no overtime from their job, something I can relate to. They are ranked very highly in valuing home, family, relationships, and health. They have an academic preference for history, and they are ranked highly in relationship satisfaction. Their most common career choices are healthcare, teaching, coaching, and skilled trade. On to the ISTP. The ISTP is highly represented in college scholarship athletes. They are most likely to have trouble in school. They are among the top types to value autonomy. They are highest in coping with stress with visible anger, which means displaying anger as a way of coping with stress. They are ranked highly in balancing home and work. And they are tied with INFJs for using spiritual and philosophical coping methods. Their most common career choices are skilled trades, technical fields, military, and law enforcement. The ESTJ is among the top 4 for average college GPAs. They are also the highest in school administrators. They have the most executive directors and are overrepresented in the worldwide top 100 executive directors. This makes sense as a dominant extroverted thinking type. Those two types, ENTJs and ESTJs, often end up in management positions. They had the highest score on a hypothetical retirement planning study, and they most prefer using statistics and data as a resource when making a decision. Typical career choices include management, administration, and law enforcement. The ISFP is the least likely to look at or plan one's own future. They are also the least likely to value achievement and accomplishment. They are very likely to develop few long-lasting relationships compared to many short-term relationships. They appreciate most those who understand and value their goals. Their two most common career choices are healthcare and business. The manual is a little bit lacking on ISFPs, so there wasn't a whole lot for me to include here in this section. I apologize to the ISFPs out there. Lastly, for the Part 1 video is the ESFJ. ESFJs have the highest score in coping with stress by talking with others or relying on religious beliefs. They are the second highest in believing in a higher power. They are the most frequent type in education majors. They highly value service to others as a quality in their workplace. Their greatest work satisfier is people worked with. Their most common career choices are education, healthcare, and religion. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed part 1 of what the MBTI Manual has to say about each personality type. I will be releasing part 2 next week, and I hope you'll subscribe, check out this Friday's video, check out part 2 next week. As mentioned earlier in the video, you can also now find me on Twitter at AsuraPsych. Feel free to reach out to me there as well, or down here in the comments. Thanks so much for watching my video. Have a good one.